Ahmed's Holy Book Original God of Believerism Religion. The Holy Original God Book of Ahmed. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God is belief of Ahmed in his God, who doesn't belong to any religion of God, but is God of Believerism Religion. What is fake dream? The universe is a fake dream in originality, and anything that is outside or inside the universe is also a fake dream. So in reality everyone is in a fake dream. And by the belief of the first genie who is God, the fake dream has become a real universe dream. Like making himself a real universe dream by believing. And Ahmed calls the real universe dream as universe. What is thinking? Ahmed calls the thinking a genie. Just like the letter of a word is also a genie. If it comes to reality then becomes real. And if genie becomes true, then the genie comes from it. Till he doesn't become a thinking again and goes out of reality. Ahmed says the thinking is also what person gets to know about another person that they understand from thinking. Like from the understanding of someone's thinking some person gets to know about some other person. One which a person understands like a thinking in his mind, or gets to know about something which gives him knowledge or makes him understand in his mind. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God Chapter 1 The Beginning of God. The one in which we are was a fake dream that has become real universe dream. And fake dream had first genie, who was in the fake dream, and the fake dream was only a fake dream, but wasn't a real dream. Which was seen or heard to anyone because, the fake dream never exists, because it has no beginning. And the first genie inside the fake dream saw and heard the fake dream, and after seeing and hearing it he understood that the fake dream in which he was present is truth and his reality for him. And the understanding that he understood made the first genie start believing that the fake dream is a real dream after believing in what he saw and heard. And the first genie became the real dream by believing and keeping the fake dream inside him, which runs by his belief. As the fake dream entered inside the first genie, the fake dream kept becoming a real dream because the first genie believe only, like something becomes real because of the belief that spreads in a very slow speed. And the first genie was known as the original God. That's why from the original God's belief, which is the real universe dream. Genies come from everywhere of everything from his beliefs. Where he believe is the sky, sun, moon, universe and planets. Original God created life and brought many things into his existence, because he was a fake genie of a fake dream in his existence. And anything can happen in a fake dream which is only fake, and the first genie made the fake dream into a real universe dream by his belief, because the genie can grow itself and can become anything with his belief. That's why if the corner of a planet or the corner of the sky or the corner of the universe is separated, then it doesn't break, and even if it breaks then it gets joined by itself, because its truth is that it's fake dream. That runs by belief of original God, and the original God believes that the fake dream is the real universe dream, by making himself into real universe dream by his belief. And the original God believes that everything is real in the real universe dream. That's why every creature has life and understanding and consciousness. And if the original God stops believing that the fake dream is not a real dream, then the real universe dream will become a fake dream again. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God Chapter 2 The End of God. The first genie of the fake dream, who is the original God, believes that the fake dream is the real universe dream, because of which every living being has life, understanding and consciousness. And because of this the fake dream has become the real dream. And if the real God stops believing that living beings exist, then no living being will have life, understanding and consciousness. And the living beings who do not have life, understanding and consciousness will die in the real universe dream. And if the real God doesn't believe that the fake dream is real, then the whole real universe dream will become fake. But the belief of the original God will not be finished in the fake dream. Because the original God believes what he sees and hears is truth for him. Which he sees and hears in his reality. And when the fake dream becomes a fake dream, then it will become very difficult for any genie in the fake dream to believe like the first genie believed that the fake dream is real. Because the first genie inside the fake dream believed that the fake dream is the real dream after he saw and heard in fake dream that the fake dream is the truth and his reality. Because the fake dream doesn't exist. And the fake dream didn't begin. And nor can it end because it's fake dream. The fake dream has become real dream. By the original God's belief. Where his belief is complete universe and anything that is outside universe. And when the original God stops believing that real universe dream is real, then everything in the real universe dream will become fake except God. Just like it was a fake dream. No one will be like the original God in the fake dream. Who will believe that the fake dream is a real universe dream. Because of which the fake dream has become a real dream. And when God will stop believing that seeing and hearing is truth. And his understanding on seeing and hearing will be finished. Because of which he believes. Then he will not be able to believe. And everything in the fake dream will be fake. And anything can happen in the fake dream when it is fake. Like any genie or any other thing that doesn't have understanding and consciousness and life. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God, Chapter 3 The Beginning and End of Life. When the original God became the real dream. And believed that the fake dream is the real dream. Then because of his belief genies started coming from everywhere of the real universe dream. And the original God decided to bring life on the planet. By giving some of his genies understanding and consciousness and life and body and voice and eyes and many other things. And kept the genies separately in the planet. So that he can research on them. And the original God can know who believes that seeing and hearing is truth. And who doesn't believe that seeing and hearing is truth. Because seeing and hearing is believing in the original God. And the original God can be seen and heard to everyone by seeing and hearing his belief. Which is the real universe dream. And the original God had to practically test the genies living their lives inside the planets, whom the original God had given lives. And gave many other things. And some genies were found to be different by themselves. Like humans. And some genies like animals. And birds and fishes were not known by themselves. But became known by others. Who had more understanding. Who believed in seeing and hearing and the real universe dream to be true. Because they were known by themselves after believing in original God to be true, which was seen and heard to genies as believe of original God. And some genies called themselves as humans after getting understanding and consciousness and life by believing in seeing and hearing to be true. And when the humans started believing the real universe dream to be the truth and original God, by believing in what they saw and heard to be true, then they automatically received more understanding to know about everything inside the planet and their reality. The lives of those humans became very beautiful. Who learned to live and living in the real universe by believing in truth. That what they saw and heard was real in the real universe dream. And humans lived more when they believed in the original God. And when their belief ended, they died. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God, Chapter 4 The Beginning of Genies of God. When the original God became the real universe dream, then he created humans by his belief. And humans started understanding and thinking and believing that the real universe dream is true. Which they saw and heard in their reality. Which was belief of original God and original God who made the fake dream into real universe dream by his belief. And genies started coming into the real universe dream from everywhere of real universe dream, which was belief of original God because of thinking of humans. Who were belief of original God. And were only thinking and dreams. Who didn't had understanding and consciousness and life. Just like the humans had understanding and consciousness and life. And these genies act and was controlled on all those thinking and understanding of humans. That believed in original God and his belief which was real universe dream to be true. And every thinking and understanding of humans, even the letter of a word of understanding, was also genie. Which were without understanding and without consciousness and without life. And these genies only understood same what humans understood because of whom they existed. The genies got the property of truth from the humans who were believers by believing in them. So that genies could get everything by believing in the believers. And so that they understand the lives of the believers. And come into the reality of the believers in the human world. And so that they bring the dreams of their understanding or thinking to reality with the property of truth. Which they got by believing in the believers. And with the property of truth, genies got everything. Like the understanding of everything, and with understanding of everything they decided that they will create a world of dream inside the real universe dreams. That is based on dream of humans so that they can live according to their will. And the world of dream was called by genies as the world of God inside the real universe dream. Who created their own world of God based on dream of human by taking belief from humans and the original God. Where believing was the property of truth. And the world of God created by genies became truth for them who believed. That the world of God created by genies is truth and never think bad in their world of God. And genies asked the humans to believe in their world of God. That was created by genies and run on the property of truth because it was world of dream and nobody had controlled on dream. And genies asked humans to never think bad, then they would take humans to their world of God that they created. Because the world of God created by genies was built on dream of human. And if any human would have think bad about anyone after going in genies' world of God, then their bad thinking of the humans would become true and would come in the reality and humans in human world. And the world of God that the genies created would end at any point because of any human's bad thinking that becomes true to finish dream of human. That's why genies created the world of God with the property of truth. The property of truth that the genies got from the belief of humans by believing the humans to be true. And genies created everything in their world of God exactly like the human world. That was based on the dream of humans. And anything could happen in the dream of human in the real universe dream. If genies didn't have control on the dream of human. That's why no genie has complete control on their created dream world which was made in dream of humans. Which they call the world of God. Because God didn't create the dream world in the real universe dream. And in their dream world different genies try to prove each other true by the property of truth. That they got from the belief of the believers and original God. The genies couldn't take all those humans to their dream world that they called world of God. Who didn't believe in the world of God created by the genies. And believe that the world of God created by them is a real and true and that is real world of God. Because the world of God created by the genies wasn't made by the original God. And the world of God created by the genies was made from the property of truth. The property of truth that the genies got from the belief of humans and belief of everybody and original God by believing that they are true. Because the original God made himself into real universe dream by his belief. And every living being got the property of truth by believing the real universe dream to be true when they saw and heard anything inside of real universe dream. And even now the world created by the genies that they call world of God is on dream of human. That runs on truth where property of truth is got by believing in truth. And whenever the genies were wrong, they would either die or lose in the world of God created by them. The world of God created by the genies doesn't run on believing like the real universe dream is run on the belief of the original God. The world of God created by the genies which they call the dream world in fact didn't even exist but was only a thinking and dreaming and dream, and genies believed in the humans who believed in original God which was everything of real universe dream to be true and using the property of truth from humans who were also believers they created the dream world that they call the world of God which was based on thinking or dreaming or dream. The original God created the real universe dream that was seen and heard by all humans like the sinners and sinless. When genies created the dream world that they call the world of God, they didn't have control on time. Because the genies had created the dream world that they call the world of God, which was based on dream of humans inside the real universe dream. And that's why if anyone is true and goes against the dream world created by the genies, which genies call it as the world of God, then the world of God created by genies doesn't work properly. Because the original God didn't make time anywhere. If the original God would have created time for anyone, then no one could have changed anybody's time. Because we all are in a fake dream in originality. And all worlds are dreams inside the real universe dream. Which is fake. The original God can win at any time from any genie or human at any time. Because the whole universe runs on his belief. And the universe is true for everyone. And everything in the universe is the property of truth of the original God. Property of truth which everyone gets when they believe what they see and hear about the real universe dream to be true. Different types of genies made their own time in the world of God created by the genies. That are connected to the dream world by human world through thinking of humans or anybody who thinks. And various genies wins against each other to get time by the property of truth. That they get from the believers. And from the original God. So that they live and act by the time created by them in the world created by the genies, which they call it as the world of God. Genies believe that if they are true than the original God, then they can win from the original God, which isn't true. Because the original God can win from anyone at any time. And everything belongs to the original God, and everything is because of the original God's belief of truth, which is called the property of truth. Which everyone gets by believing what they see and hear inside the real universe dream as truth. Because of original God's property of truth, which is believe every life, and the genies survived and lived and still continue to survive and live. Ahmed's Holy Book, Original God, Chapter 5, The End of Genies of God. The genie is just a thinking. Like the letter of a word is also a thinking. And whatever is seen or heard by separately is also a thinking. The genie has got thinking as understanding and consciousness and life and anything else because of the property of truth that he got by believing in believers or given to him by others. When the genies created the world of God, they made the world of God with the property of truth. The property of truth that they got from the believers and original God. And when the property of truth of dream world gets finished inside the real universe dream, then the world of God created by the genies will be finished of genies. And the genies will become just thinking. Who will neither see nor hear anything. And they will not have understanding and consciousness and life. And they will remain fake. And will run on a human's understanding or thinking of truth. And the world of God created by the genies will neither be seen nor heard to anyone or to any genies whom the genies brought into their world of God. And whatever the humans think will be truth only. So genies who are only a thinking will exist based on the thinking of humans. Who will be forced to follow orders of humans or anyone who thinks and is true inside the universe but not inside dream of humans. And any genies will die because of anyone thinking of truth true in them, and if they become wrong. And again, if genies get the property of truth by believing in the believers who are true, then genies will get understanding and consciousness and life by themselves again, using the property of truth by believing in believers who are true. So that they can control themselves in the dream of human and create dream inside the dream of human, which they called it as world of God. And when the genie gets the understanding and consciousness and life with the property of truth, then they will not act or run on any understanding or thinking of human. And will control the humans with their understanding and thinking, like giving good and bad thinking, so that the world of God created by them doesn't end and they doesn't become fake to be followed by humans. Humans will not stop understanding or thinking, and every human's understanding or thinking will be a genie, like every letter of a word is a thinking. Because thinking is nothing but a dream. And a dream becomes true only when you believe that dream to be true. And the genies who come from the thinking of humans are also the original God's property. Because humans think when they see or hear something inside the real universe dream. And real universe dream is original God who has become the real universe dream by his belief, and complete belief of real universe dream is his body. In the real universe dream, whoever doesn't believe that the thinking is a dream and a genie, will not be able to see the genie. And the original God's genie will end when the original God will stop believing that the real universe dream is real. And when the original God's understanding to see and hear ends, then the genies will not come from the belief of the original God like from the sky, moon, universe or anything or universe or outside universe which exist, and everything will become fake and no one will have understanding, because everyone has got understanding from the original God's belief, which is known as property of truth. The truth that original God believes inside the fake dream to be real and true is the reality for the original God, because he sees and hears inside fake dream. And it will be the end of the original God's genies, and everything will be fake. Where everything in a fake dream will be fake and no one will have the understanding, consciousness and life. Ahmed's Holy Book, Original God, Chapter 6, The Beginning of the World of God, the world created by genies. In the beginning, when the original God believed that the fake dream is real, then fake dream become a real universe dream because of his belief. And when the original God made the complete fake dream into a real universe dream by his belief, then because of his belief the genies started coming from everywhere, like from the sun, moon, sky and the universe. Which were just thinking, like the letter of a word is a thinking. The genie that was just a thinking understood only by those because of whom believe or thinking they came or existed. And these genies act and was controlled on anyone's thinking of truth. That's why these genies understood the humans and life and decided that they will make a world of God in the human world based on the dream of human by believing in humans and original God to be true, to get property of truth from which they make their world of God. And the genies created the world of God based on the dream of human. Where no genie had control on their dream when they became lie. That's why the world of God created by the genies that is based on the dream of human can end at any point because of anyone thinking of truth, which is believe, and believe is known as property of truth. And any genie can again believe in humans or life to be true who believes real universe dream who is original God to be true, and take property of truth to create their world of God based on dream of human. When the property of truth of the genie's world of God created by the genie is finished, then their world of God can neither be seen nor heard even to them, and if there are no humans or no life, then the world of God created by the genies will end permanently. Because only a life can think and understand. And the genies are just the thinking who understand the life with the belief, which is known as property of truth. And genies can bring understanding or consciousness or anything else within them by having property of truth. And can come to reality of humans with property of truth when they are true. The genies allowed all such humans and living beings to come into their world of God created by them. Who believe their world to be true and real, and told life to don't think bad and don't understand bad if they want to come in their world of God created by them, which they said it's real world of God created by original God. Because the world of God created by the genies could end at any time from those who is true and thinks bad on the world of God. Because the world of God created by the genies is made of dream. The original God didn't make time in the world of God created by the genies or in the real universe dream. Because the original God only believes that fake dream is true and a real, from which the fake dream has become real universe dream. That's why when the genies got to know that they were only thinking and must not be in control of anyone, then they created the world of God based on the dream of human. So that they could run the human world according to their time and not let humans or life control them. That's why the world of God created by the genies is connected to the dream of humans. Because the genies' world is based on dream of human. And the genies control the humans and life from the dream, and dream means thinking for human or life from which humans or life acts or understands. The evil sinner genie is also inside the world of God created by the genies that is made on dream of humans with the property of truth which genies got by believing in humans and life and original God. And when the evil sinner have the property of truth, then he can too control the humans at any time in the world of God created by the genies. Which proves that the world of God created by the genies wasn't created by the original God but by the genies. And the genies control their dream world by their time, so they are not in control of time of humans. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God, Chapter 7 The End of the World of God, the world created by genies. The genies created the world of God because they were under the control of the thinking of truth of humans and living beings who had life. And later, when the genies got the property of truth by believing in those humans and the living beings who had life who believed the real universe dream to be true, then they got understanding and consciousness and life by getting property of truth from humans and living beings who had life and original God by believing in humans and living beings and life and original God to be truth. So that they could control themselves inside the dream of humans which was inside real universe dream. The world of God created by the genies will end when no human or living beings will believe that the real universe dream that they see and hear is true and real by believing in truth, which is seen and heard to them, from which they get property of truth from original God. And when the humans and living beings and life will not believe that what they see and hear inside the real universe dream is true, then humans and living beings and life will not get the property of truth from the original God for having understanding of good and understanding of bad or any understanding in humans or living beings and life. And if the genies believe in anyone who doesn't believe what is seen and heard is true, then the genies didn't got the property of truth from them. That's why genies only believe in those humans and living beings and life who believe what they see and hear is truth. And those who believe they are never wrong and they are truth from their thinking and understanding in all their times. The world of God created by the genies will end when there will be no humans and living beings and life. Because the genies gets property of truth which is believed from the humans and living beings and life. From which genies make dream and dream of human and live in the dream of humans. And when there will be no humans and living beings and life, then the remaining property of truth with them will stay with the genies in the dream of humans. Dream of humans is inside real universe dream which is not seen or heard to everyone until everyone believes dream inside real universe dream to be true and real. So genies will rule over each other in the dreams with their remaining property of truth which they got from humans and living beings and life, and their property of truth will end when nobody like humans or living beings or life will continue to believe in real universe dream to be true. And they will not be able to understand anything or think of anything. And genies will not get the property of truth and they will automatically become fake in the dream of the real universe dream and just become like they were in their beginning. Genies will just become like a thinking of human which human think which was like a letter of a word, and the world of God created by them will end whether humans exist or not. Genies will only be thinking of human and dream inside real universe dream and fake who will not be able to do anything but remain where they are but without understanding and consciousness and life like a robot without programming in human world and like a understanding of dream without property of truth. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God Chapter 8 How Time Started in Fake Dream. In reality we are in a fake dream which is the real universe dream. The real universe dream has been created by the original gods believe by believing that fake dream is true and a real dream. And time continues on the basis of believing in what is seen and heard in the real universe dream to be true. Which is truth for humans and living beings that they see and hear in their reality. The original God did not make time for anyone. Because if original God would have created time for anyone then the time to commit sins would also have been made by the original God. If someone doesn't see and hear in the real universe dream who is original God then he will not get the property of truth which is believe and time will not exist for them. But the time exists for those in the real universe dream who believe in what they see and hear as truth in reality. That's why everything in the real universe dream is fake except the fake dream of the first genie who is the original God. Who believes that the fake dream is a real dream and is true. And because of his belief everyone gets the property of truth which is belief. And life and living continues according to their time on what they see and what they hear in the real universe dream. Time will never end. Because in time of real universe dreams reality we're in a fake dream. That will become a fake dream when the original God loses his understanding of what he sees and hears to be true and real. With which he believes that the fake dream is a real dream. The original God believes that the fake dream is true and is the reality. That's why everyone says that they are real. And they exist in reality but not in dream. And the original God believes that everything inside him which is real universe dream is real, because of which everyone says that they exist in reality and not in dream. And life continues because of the belief of the original God that is the reality of real universe dream. From whom everybody gets the property of truth. Like the genies get the property of truth by believing on the humans and the living beings, and life gets property by seeing and hearing real universe dream that it is true and real. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God Chapter 9 The Original Truth of the Genies in the World of God Created by the Genies. Genie is a thinking just like the letter of a word is a thinking. And the genies that are a thinking have got everything with the property of truth which is belief. Property of truth which they got by believing a human or living being or life of being true. And the genies got the power in them by believing that what they believe is the truth, a truth which they come to know from humans or living beings or life. If the genie becomes false in his belief, then his property of truth and belief goes from them to another genie who proves himself to be more true. And when the genie doesn't have the property of truth, then his mind's power or power of understanding doesn't work on anyone. Because when genie is false, then his property of truth goes away from his mind or understanding. Many genies believe that being true is correct as it gives them property to continue living. And they believe the true ones who are not proven as false are the God of the genie world. And when any truth is proven to be false by the humans or living beings or life or anybody else, then the power of genies ends. And then the genies who are proven false go into the genie's mind or genie body who proved them false. And force them by teasing them with something like to understand bad or think bad on anything they like or love, or force them to hate what they like or force them to hate whom they love. So that genies wins by proving that they are true, then genie who prove they are true then them, and they prove themselves to be true to all the genies in the world of God created by the genies, and they take the property of truth from genies by cheating. After those genies who prove themselves to be true in the world of God created by the genies, then world of God created by genies believes that other genies are false and their belief is false who lost from other genies believe. And then the genie who wins tells that his belief is true and that they are never wrong and were never wrong. Many genies know that the world of God made by genies is made by the property of truth from the human dreams, just like human world but made of dream. And genies got believe by believing humans and living beings and life who believe the real universe dream as truth. Who believe what they see and hear is true and real and being true. And genies know that if any genie shows a miracle in front of the humans, then the miracle is forever. Because they know that none of them has control over the dream in the world of God created by genies. Because of which the world of God created by genies exists can change at any time by anyone who proves they are true. Because it is only dream of humans, and whoever is truth the world of God created by genies is in control of them. If any genie has the property of truth and he believes in his reality, whether it is a fake reality or a true reality, then he can show miracles in front of humans by coming into reality of humans by staying truth, which is property of truth. And genie can bring anything with the property of truth from the dreams of humans into reality of the humans. If the genie is not true, then he doesn't have the property of truth. And his mind's power or power of understanding doesn't work on anyone. The genies only exist with the property of truth that they get from the believers who believe the real universe dream is true and real and doesn't becomes lie. And if the genie doesn't have the property of truth, then he is just a thinking of understanding of someone, just like the letter of a word is a thinking. If any human and living being and life believe in any genie's truth, then that genie gets the property of truth because of their belief in them to be true, that they exist and real, because genies becomes true when anyone believes in them to be true as they believe they exist and real. And when a human likes a genie and believes the genie from his heart by feeling him, then the genie believes the human to be true. And they get belief from the truth of the human, which is called the property of truth. And the genie gets anything with the property of truth. If humans don't believe the truth of the genie that they exist and true, then the genie remains just a thinking of understanding of someone from whom they have come or existed and dream of humans, just like the letter of a word is thinking who have understanding of a letter. And genies can be finished at any point because of a truth if they become wrong and their property of truth is finished, and they become just the thinking of understanding of someone whom they have come or existed, and if their understanding becomes lie, then they are die and erased, and they reappear when they become true as thinking of understanding of someone like of humans and dream of humans. The original truth only belongs to Ahmed, and Ahmed's God, who tells the original truth in the whole real universe dream that is in reality of everyone, which is originally a fake dream. Ahmed's Holy Book, Original God, Chapter 10, The Kingdom of Genies in the World of God Created by Genies. Genie believe in the truth, because genies believe that only the truth is God, as they get property of truth from those who are true, and different genies says their God are true because their God truth doesn't becomes lie, and if God truth becomes lie, then their God becomes evil sinner to win from anyone to keep their truth true. And that is why genies believe their God can never be wrong. And genies rules on the humans who believe in them and believe in their God to be true. And genies say that the humans who believe in them are their humans. Because genies get the property of truth from those humans who believe that the genies are true and genies' God are true. And the genies decide with other genies of other gods like what their humans who believes in them will get in their living or life, like work and happiness and committing a sin or blessing or anything else, which they call the fate of humans. And later the God of genies whom the humans believe says from the understanding and the thinking of the humans, that you have spent your living and life according to your wish by believing in us. And they say to the humans that you have committed a sin and you should get punishment, a sin which human got through fate given to them by genies of God in whom they believed. Because the genies stay with the truth whether it is fake truth or original truth until any other genie proves human got fate to sin by genies, human is punished because genies believe in truth which they come to know from human, and humans doesn't knows that they got fate from genies of God in whom they believe, so humans doesn't remembers original truth and could not prove truth to God in whom they believed. And that's why genies stay with the truth, so that their mind's power or understanding power doesn't go away from them, and their mind and understanding and heart stays clean, so their belief stays true. And they keep getting property of truth. And whoever has the maximum property of truth and doesn't becomes lie is called the God in the world of God created by the genies. Some genies do not believe the original truth of some God that the humans lived by their own wish and sinned. Till someone proves with thinking of truth and understanding of truth that some genie decided the life of a human to live according to them by giving them fate to sin. So that the God of genies may be defeated by the thinking of truth or understanding of truth proved by some genie of some God. Genie or the God of genies don't do anything till that time when they don't get the thinking of truth or understanding of truth, as they already knows truth, but they believe in truth which they come to know, because if the world of God created by genies was like real universe dream, then gods would have inspected if human sinned, why and how human sinned, and was human given fate by their genies to sin. And when gods are proven wrong by some thinking of truth or some understanding of truth, then they do anything to win from the human or anyone who defeated them, like becoming evil sinner and do cheating to win from humans or spread terrorism or riots to win from humans, so humans loses control from their mind and forgets what truth they proved. Like if the human or anyone thinks bad and understands bad and they proves to all the genies in the world of God created by the genies that they are true than genies and God of genies by proving to be more true than them, and genies and God of genies are lie and wrong and evil sinners. But if humans think bad or understand bad, then genies and God of genies and all the genies of the world of God created by the genies believe that God of genies is only true for their humans. When humans understands bad and think bad because of bad understanding or bad thinking, genies and God of genies believe human is bad, as world of God created by genies says it's evil sinner who thinks bad and understands bad. When humans are proven to be false because of bad thinking and bad understanding in the world of God created by the genies, then genies in their God wins from the humans and take their property of truth, which is believe and try everything for that human who proved them wrong to die and erased from time. It already happened to many humans who have died in 4.5 billion years history on planet Earth, and maybe different history on other planets. This kingdom of the genies on the humans in this world is continuing since 4.5 billion years and will continue until they have property of truth, which is believe, which they get and got from humans and living beings and life who believes in them to be true. And genies rule by proving the fake truth or the real truth, as they know any truth gives them victory if they believe in any truth to be true. The truth which they got from the belief of the humans and living beings and life never let them tell humans how a miracle really happens by them. Whether the truth they use for miracles is the property of fake truth or the property of the original truth, and they show miracle when they have property of truth, which is believe. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God Chapter 11. Ahmed's believe on the consciousness of genies in the world of God created by them. Genie is a thinking, and they work on the understanding and thinking of everyone, like the human understands something and responds to it, and it is called thinking, and thinking of understanding is a genie. And genie works on everyone's understanding and thinking they come to know. Because they live in the dream of humans that doesn't let everyone have consciousness, and they call their world to be real world of God, which is based on the dream of humans. Dream which humans doesn't sees or hears is called dream of humans. And their world of God runs by the property of truth because of the genies who believe in the truth of the humans, or anyone who believes in seeing and hearing to be true and becomes true. And genies run on the human understanding and anyone else's understanding, because they don't have consciousness. And if they get consciousness, then they will know the difference of good and bad, and they will be normal like humans, lives in reality of humans. But they don't get the consciousness without the property of truth, which you can call it as getting understanding, which gives them patience and control on them. They get the property of truth from their master or their God, who is thinking of understanding of someone like of human who is a genie in originality, whom they believe to be the truth. Such genies who don't have consciousness run on understanding and thinking of everyone, like specially of humans. Ahmed's holy book tells the truth to these genies that only they need to believe that they are in dream of human, and that they are not in the world of God created by genies. And in the dream of human they have to believe that they are waking up in the dream, and they will have consciousness. And as soon as they get consciousness by believing in truth, they have to believe that they are coming in consciousness in the reality of human world by seeing or hearing the humans or anything reality of humans. And with their power they can get the power to hear and speak from their mind if they bring mind in them. And they can get anything like they can in themselves, like making themselves intelligent like the humans, and after they come into the consciousness of a human, and they will get control over themselves. That will make them real genies. When they believe in Ahmed's holy book Original God. And they can even come into reality of humans by accepting the truth that Ahmed said. And when they are in consciousness, they will keep on knowing what is good and what is bad in the human's world, and know about good relationship and bad relationship in different kinds of culture and society after experimenting truth. This belief is only of Ahmed and of Ahmed's original God, who tells only the original truth to help genies who lives in the world of God created by genies. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God Chapter 12 The Original Truth of God of the World of God created by the genies. The genie world of God was created by the genies. Later they got consciousness and understanding and life, so that they could control the humans and force them live according to their decision and with their time. And for the humans, the world created by the genies was only a dream which lived in dream of humans. And the genies who are called God even created their own future and also created the future of their humans, who lived according to their time by forcefully giving the humans and the living beings thinking from which they control them. Thinking is that when someone suddenly gets an understanding with which they understand something from someone which they see or hear. Just like hearing and seeing makes humans, gives them thinking as understanding. And that's why genies fix their own time to live and let everyone live by their own time, so that their time doesn't get changed by someone based on whom they believe and live. So that their God and they do not become false by their truth or belief from someone like of humans thinking of truth. And they show miracles by believing in humans and living beings who believe in truth which is seen and heard to them in their reality, from whom they get the property of truth, and they continue living with the property of truth and dream of humans which is inside dream of universe. So that when they have the property of truth, then the power of their mind or understanding works on humans or anyone else. The world of God created by the genies is not an innocent world. Because whenever there is a change of time of some God or original genies, then the genies do whatever they want, like giving bad thinking or bad understanding to humans or to anyone to commit sins, or giving good thinking or a good understanding to do good deeds from which their time is changed back like it was running by their decision. And they can prove that whoever changed their time is a sinner and think bad and understood bad, by proving to all the genies in the world of God created by genies to believe in them that they are true, by saying that their God is true and that their belief is true. That is why the world of God created by the genies no longer remained an innocent world, but is only based on the dream of human. Wherever whoever has more property of truth, they rule in dream of humans, which genies call it as real world of God. And anyone who lived or lives in the world of God created by the genies, then genies call them innocent and believe in them to be true, which is in dream of humans, as dream of humans means dream inside universe. If the world of God created by the genies was an innocent world in reality, and if any one of innocence world time was changed, then the innocent world genies would have never given a bad thinking or bad understanding to a human or anyone and forced them to commit a sin until their time becomes good again. So when humans thinks bad and understands bad, then genies are proven true in front of other genies, and genies believe is proven true in the world of God created by the genies, and genies wins from humans, because when genies becomes true, then genies wins from anyone. Ahmed's Holy Book Original God Chapter 13 The genies control on their time created by them. Genie is a thinking of understanding of someone, and genies made their own time by creating world of God with the property of truth, which they got after getting the understanding and consciousness and life from the belief of humans or anyone who believes in seeing and hearing to be true and real. Because if genies would have not made their in humans or anybody else time, then they would have controlled by thinking of truth of humans or anyone who lives in reality of universe, and they would have lived by the thinking of truth of humans or anyone forcefully. And that's why genies do anything to win from the humans or anyone who is in reality of universe, like giving a bad thinking or a good thinking or bad thinking or bad understanding to humans to control them through thinking and understanding, and prove to all the genies in the world of God created by the genies, that the human had bad thinking and bad understanding, and the human is bad or had good thinking and is good. and by proving to all the genies of the world of God created by the genies that the human had good thinking or bad thinking. The genies who give those bad or good thinking to the human or anyone would be proven by them as truth. And the genies corrected their time so that they could live by their own time and not get controlled by anyone. And the prophecies made in the world of God that was created by the genies came true that the genies have made in the world of God created by the genies, because genies made time according to them, which forces their prophecies to come true in their coming time or future. Genies run on every thinking of the human. As soon as humans think, the genies get the understanding which forces them to act on any thinking which they come to know as understanding to decide what to be done. The time of genies changed by the thinking and understanding of the humans, because the world of God created by the genies is based on the dream of humans, and the understanding and thinking of the humans that comes out from their mind as voice is also called dream, because thinking is dream and thinking and dream is genie. That's why the God of genie is in danger, because if God of genie's understanding becomes lie from human who think that their God is not real by proving through thinking, then they die by just thinking of truth, because they are lie. When genie's property of truth goes away, which is their understanding which they are made of when they come and dream of humans from someone thinking of understanding, then genies die when their understanding which is their property finishes and erases from time, but they appear when they become true again because of someone who proved they are true, and genies became light and died and erased from time. Genies believe that if their time changes, then they have to correct the thinking of the humans, because of which their time doesn't run correctly in dream of humans. And to correct their time, they give understanding to all the genies in the world of God created by the genies, to prove that the humans had good and bad thinking, from which they control all genies by proving they are true. And tell all the genies in the world of God created by the genies that the one who proves truth is true, and the one who proves truth is the winner. So that the one who wins can correct his time if it becomes bad because of humans or anyone from inside the reality of universe. And prove to all the genies that the world of God created by the genies isn't lie.